The developers of the game Remember Me, Dontnod Entertainment, has revealed that while they were trying to secure funding for the game, they met a lot of friction to their female character. Jean-Max Morris told the Penny Arcade report that we had some that said, well, we don't want to publish it because that's not going to succeed. You can't have a female characters in games. It has to be a male character. Simple as that. He also went on to say, we had people tell us, you can't make a dude, like the player, kiss another dude in the game. That's going to feel awkward. I'm like, if you think like that, there's no way the medium's going to mature. There's a level of immersion that you need to be at, but it's not like your sexual orientation is being questioned by playing a game. I don't know. That's extremely weird to me. And I agree with John Max. That is extremely weird. I mean, there have been studies that female gamers don't have problems relating to playing a male avatar, but male gamers have kind of an issue relating to a female avatar. I don't know. I don't really know if I believe in that study. I feel like it's something that maybe the not the publishers, the funders may have come up with to support their own views that, you know, let's have only men can do this. What do you think?
Well, I don't have any studies to fall back on, but I know some things.
Well, I kind of discredited that study.
Okay, great. Okay. The study's off the table. I'm going to go ahead and say that most of the market for gamers is male, and I'm talking about AAA titles. Consoles, PC kind of stuff. When you look at the whole market, it actually skews female because you have, you know, Bejeweled and Farmville. No, I'm saying this is a true fact that when you look at gaming as a whole, 55% of the market is female and older females, which is weird. It wouldn't be what you think. Usually it's young males. But that's because they include all those flash games that women stay at home and play all day long. So like social games, phone games. Exactly right. Any kind of mobile gaming thing is vastly female. That's the majority. Well, I feel like this thing that he said, that if playing a male character or playing as a female character and kissing a male, that character kissing a male NPC character in the game is going to make a male player feel weird. I don't think that's the way it is. I mean, when men watched Buffy, did they feel weird when Buffy kissed Angel? Did it make you feel like you might be gay? I would say if it made you feel gay, maybe you are gay and you should accept your gayness and stop blaming it on an entertainment medium. Just a thought. And a good thought. But you have to understand that these people are investing a lot of money. So they want to make money off these games. They understand that the vast majority of gamers are men, young men, and young white men at that. Weird. Yeah. So you look at protagonists in games, and most of them are young, good-looking white men. Right. And those games do pretty well. Well, that's kind of the status quo. Yes, women can play them, and yes, women for the most part don't have a problem identifying with these characters and enjoying these games. I'm sure they would like some female protagonists. And the truth is that there's quite a few games where I play a female protagonist. But those are not story-driven games where I might kiss dude characters. So, and I'm not saying I'm homophobic, it wouldn't bother me in the slightest, but I can see where that would be a concern of publishers or the people that are putting the money forward for these games. I understand that. They want to go with the horse that's gonna win. Well, I feel like they're doing that because that's just the way it's always been. We've been taught that. But it's the way it's always been for a reason. No, I feel like if it would take something big to shake it up. Maybe if Tomb Raider does really well. Yeah, but well. I feel like this is sexist, but not just to women, to men too. I feel like these funders are kind of projecting their own feelings of, well, I would feel weird and gay if this happened, and I'm too immature, and I don't understand my own sexuality. I feel like that's assuming that these male gamers are kind of infantile, and I feel like this is, okay. That's the understatement of the year. Listen, no, it's going to make them, you're dumb because we're telling you you're dumb. Pretty much. I feel like that's the cause and effect of it. Sure. And I feel like that is pretty insulting to male gamers. It is. You know? And also accurate. Yeah. So, I don't know what it's going to take to change besides a huge blockbuster with a female. This character is multiracial. So, maybe if Remember Me does really well. I don't know if it will. So, we have to have several breakout games with female protagonists do really well in those key young male demographics. Well, you need to prove that a good protagonist is a good protagonist. So that means the protagonists have to be better written. The stories have to be better. The plots have to be
Definitely.
better. The games have to be better.
Definitely, because who was Lara Croft before this iteration?
She was huge boobs.
Yes, she was.
That happened because of a mistake
She was
in the
huge
programming
boobs
development.
McGee with an accidental huge
Enormous
boob.
rack.
Yeah, and then they just kept it. But then we were talking about this earlier. What game ripped that off, and what game did a very good job of writing protagonists?
Exactly, Uncharted. So Uncharted came along.
Everyone loves Nathan Drake.
Did the Tomb Raider thing. Did it great.
Yes.
It was, you know, funny and, you know,
He's
suspenseful
charming and funny,
Right,
and
yeah,
you're connected
exactly.
to the story.
Everything young male white gamers want to be.
Yeah.
They want to be Indiana Jones, but a little bit younger.
But, you know, rakishly handsome.
So now Tomb Raider comes along and does the Uncharted formula and does pretty well,
And
right?
people like it.
People like
It's
it, but
doing really well.
Now, see, I haven't played it yet. Is there a romantic storyline in this Tomb
I
Raider?
haven't reached it yet, if there is one.
Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think there was going to be some charming British guy to come and make out with Lara Croft.
Well, I feel like this is a story of how she came to be, and it has to be about her as a person, not her as a person in a relationship.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I
so
agree
I
that
feel
this
like
game shouldn't be that.
The writing doesn't have room for that yet.
But that's still a safe bet. Because Lara's not making out with dudes. I can tell you, though, if she was making out with chicks, every publisher would be on board.
Yes, it'd be the game of the year.
Game of 2 years, I
Yeah.
think. 2 years in a row.
So until that's the way it is now. Hopefully, at least I think, I hope that things will change to the point that a good protagonist is a good protagonist regardless of gender or race or what have you. We'll see if that happens. I think it would mature the genre.
Kim and I dream of a better future.
We do. We believe that women are the future. And men.
Children of
No.
the future.